Three Dolphins. Three Dolphins. Yeah. Yeah, three Dolphins, brother. He's like, three Dolphins, you had three Dolphins. And I was doing this because he like came up to me. He was like, looks like I get the win. And I'm like, all right, brother, let's play it out. You feel me? Let's see it, bro. Let's play it out. All right, whatever. This is like my fifth take, but what's up, guys? Dark Show TCG here, and today I'm going to be going over just some replays that I had from locals. This is kind of going to be like a mini series called maybe learning at locals or something like that, but it's just something to keep me accountable, keep me practicing, keep me like sharp and like top of mind for when I play. So I'm just gonna play a few VODs from my locals. These are like competitive matches. I would say the locals is kind of sweaty because the guys here do compete in regionals and they have like aspirations to like compete / top. So we're gonna go ahead. It was only 3 rounds until one undefeated, but I played 3 games. One against an RP Law, the second one was against a Red Yellow Sabo, and the third one was against a Blue Doflamingo. And I'm not gonna spoil the games, but let's just go ahead and get them started. Either way, I'm going second. I swing 5 into life. Apparently I didn't know that you're supposed to starve in this matchup. You're not really supposed to let Law see his things. So we're gonna play the Eroge, untap 1 Dawn at the end of our turn as we pass, because that's Eroge's ability. And then we just sit. So we're just supposed to starve in this matchup. I thought that I was just supposed to chill, mulligan for Hody Jones, and then like keep control of board. My opponent played Shiraya on his turn 3. Shiraya is kind of an annoying card, not necessarily for me in particular as a leader, but it's just a blocker. And then he develops his Bond Clay. Bond Clay is another annoying card just because it stops me from developing Hawkins on 6. And then with that other 2 Dawn, I think he's gonna like Otama here and like remove the Hawkins. Wish I could go a little faster. Oh yeah, so played Raise Max. Definitely got rid of the Eroge. As Law, you're supposed to get rid of this Eroge because it just gives the leader so much value. It lets me play on curve a lot more. So it lets me play Hawkins on 6 and then do more things. And then Raise Max into Rage You. I brain farted there. I didn't bottom deck the Eroge. Yep, there we go. It was a little spicy about how I flipped that over. Was I salty already? Then my opponent does 6 into lead. I'll rest his Mr. 1 or his Mr. 2. Maybe, can I pause this? All right, maybe you can make a case to like rest a blocker instead. But like, I really want to go into the Mr. 1 just so that I can play Hawkins next turn. But even then, playing Hawkins and not leaving a Dawn up is kind of sketchy. I'm not sure what the best thing to do here is. I think the best thing to do here, like in hindsight now, is maybe tap the blocker, swing into the blocker with like 6k, and then play like a Cavendish or a Bonnie if I have her. So we're gonna start my turn, speed up a little bit, take 2 Dawn, let's go 7 into him. He's gonna block 1k, and then we play another Eroge and pass. I know for a fact / I remember that I had Hawkins in hand at this point, and I'm like, I think I should just play the other Eroge. And then like it's all like cascading mistakes because I should have as well. I should have rested that blocker as well and just like go 6 into the blocker. Yeah, no, I definitely should have tapped the Shiraya with 6 into him and maybe played a 5 drop if I had a 5 drop. I don't really recall. So he swings 5 lead. Bond play. Counter 2k baby 5. I've gotten to the habit as playing Bonnie. I've gotten to the habit of just taking life like kind of willy-nilly just so that I can like get more card advantage and then play towards my 8 cost kid so that I have more counter to defend him in the late game. Now I think it's a little bit too late to be tapping Shiraya, but I still think it still might be a good tap. Not sure why I gave up the Eroge there. I probably didn't have a lot of counter in hand. If I didn't, then that makes sense instead of taking another life going to 2. But even then, like, his board is just massive. I probably should have taken that life and then tried to swing with the Eroge next turn. We'll see what I develop and then we'll talk about it. Going on 8 Dawn here. I did 6 into Bond Clay because he has Kid Blocker. 7 Dawn here. No Hody because I would have jammed Hody. So I might just be playing Hawkins and passing with 1 Dawn active. He let it go, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, basic play. Keep 1 Dawn up. Hawkins is up. He has Kid, but... And then at this point, I think if I had a 10 cost Dofi in hand too, like, playing him after now would have been, like, sweet, you know? I will say, though, this has been, like, my 3rd time / 4th time ever playing the deck in, like, a competitive environment. By competitive, I mean locals. So I didn't really have, like, the fundamentals down. But I've been jamming Bonnie on Sims since then, and it's been pretty cool. In 08, I'm definitely thinking of either playing Bonnie. I like putting a lot. Oh, so my opponent swung 7 at lead. I think I countered. I blocked with Cavendish 1K, rested Shariah. I have a bone to pick with the Shariah, bro. I just need to swing 6 into it one time. So it's 5K. I think he double Thomas here. My hand, I remember why I just kept letting my bodies go. I kept letting my bodies go because I had 8 cost Kid in hand and probably a whole bunch of 2Ks. And since I was playing towards Kid, I was like, I'm just gonna let these bodies go so that I can just defend the Kid later. Which in hindsight, I don't think is such a good plan. I think I should have been protecting my bodies so that I can fight for board more. Just letting them go is kind of just letting the law walk all over me. So that definitely is like not the way to go in this matchup. Oh, unless, no, I let it go. Kid killer, 7 lead. Oof. No way he double kid killered me here. He double kid killered me here. Ooh, wee brother, I am sick. Once again, I took those live, like the 9 I have to take, but like the 7, I potentially could have counted out of that. I should have counted out of those 2 5s as well. Surely against this board, I survived on Kid and 0 life. Yeah, we switched the camel angle up a little bit. But yeah, like I was saying, like I was just a bit delusional. Like, yeah, we're gonna survive on 0 life against this board with 1 8-drop Kid. I mean, sometimes it happens. Sometimes it happens. Yep. Useless Captain Mid. Rosie. I've been testing the 8 cost Rosinante / like 5 cost centric build of Bonnie. I like it because of the tempo it provides, and then like Rosinante into 10 cost Dofi is crazy. Plus the suite of 5 costs aren't bad either. So the tempo is really good against like black decks, Law as well. And then I've also been testing like a more supernova like centered list where like we're cutting down on some of the Dofi stuff and just running Dofi and Rosinante like 2 cost. And then we run more supernovas with more pizza as well. Just to have, we run 6 searches so that we can see our Basil more in certain matchups. We're gonna speed this up and post editing. Oh yeah, opponent raw 3 Dawn bottom deck for sure. 3 active Dawn bottom deck. Replace Reiju, Bond Clay, get a Dawn active. I think he missed the Dawn active from Kid as well. I think he did miss a Dawn from like, because he played the Bond Clay. I think he did miss a Dawn from Kid. I'm not sure though. I don't remember. Yeah. So the Kid stunned for one turn, but we're also down to like 2 cards in hand. Plus he has that Bond Clay. It's tough. Another key takeaway that turn. He spent all of his Dawn on the Kid Killer, right? Meaning he had no Dawn left active. I could have just tapped that 8 cost, that 4 cost Bond Clay. Always attach one underneath that Kid. Leave one Dawn up. Might be a Basil here. Yeah, 1, 3, 9, 7. Yep. Basil. Two cards in hand. He has 3 swings, 4 swings. Do we make it out of this one? Yep, made God Otama made Kid a 6K. Mind you, I have 2 cards in hand. 2 cards in hand. Is that 10K? 10K at 6K. Tap his Bond Clay. For here, I think for a while, whether to block or just let the Kid die. But the way it's looking, like it's defending a 6K versus defending a 5K. But I wasn't thinking about it like that. I was thinking about like, if I just let this die, you know, what will happen, right? So I think for a while, so I'm just gonna skip. But I think I feel like, yeah. And then after thinking for like 45 seconds to a minute, stalling for time, I let the Basil go. Because in my mind, the logic was like, I had to block regardless. Like either I block here or I block for life. And I think maybe blocking here is better. I think that was the line of thought. 9 to 6K. This we gotta let go. Turn 3, yep. That's rested. You return 3, yep. We're like doing some litigation over here. I'm like, he just returned 3, and then that one should be still attached underneath Kid, and then he gets 1 active. Yeah. It's just he was just being weird with like his Dawn placement. 7 at lead, 2K, 1K, and then if he has rush. Not even if he has rush, bro. I can't get over 3 life. No cards in hand. Top deck. Boom. Bonnie scooped it up. Gave it to him. But for sure, key takeaways. Let's just the other view. Key takeaways behind that game, right, is in the RP Law matchup, I have to aggressively fight for board, as well as I have to make sure that my board stays up, and I have to force him to remove/trade into it. Because if he's trading into a board, he's not hitting my face, and we keep a healthier life total. Sure, we aren't seeing cards in life, but at that point, we're also like contesting his board more. And I think since I'm the defensive leader, I usually win out in trades against boards because he's always 1 less swing a turn with my leader ability. So definitely, I think board control is the name of the game in that matchup. Try not to let him get too wide. He is favored in it, but that doesn't mean it's always a losing matchup for me. So I just have to, you know, play to my strengths, mulligan for Hody, definitely, and make sure that I'm choosing the right targets to tap. That's one thing about Bonnie that's very like ambiguous that some people don't catch right away, is that like tapping the thing with the highest power isn't always the best target. You have to think about what is the best target to tap, to help you set up for your next turn / like be annoying for them on their turn. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna load up the next game. All right. This next game is up against the main monitor. This next game is up against Blue Dofi, infamous Blue Dofi player at my locals. This is a losing matchup for me. Fun fact: the dude even saw he was paired with me, thought it was a bye. He was like, man, I'm gonna win this game, and I'm like, I'm as in him. He's like, oh yeah, no, it's gonna be a free win. So we're gonna play the game out, see how it goes, see if he got the bye or not. But inherently, like the opponent is favored. But once again, you can't just say, oh, they're favored, there's nothing I can do. Oh, I've also started flipping a coin as well. My opponent called heads there. I started flipping. I got into Pokemon recently. My opponent flipped a coin. I'm making people flip coins now. It's my thing. So if I see you, if me and you are playing and I got my coin, bro, we're flipping a coin. All right, come on. Let's get the niceties out the way. Did I show off my hand to the camera? I'm pretty sure my opponent kept. They won the die roll, so they're gonna go second. And then going second is really good for them, really bad for me. I think I kept that hand. I think my hand was kind of gas. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I had a decent amount of tools to be like to weather the storm. So we tap one player Bonnie. Swing 7, turn 1. Oh no, that's crazy. Play Dawn pass on their turn. Tap 1 for a search. Top 5. What do we get? What's in the box? Oh, magic trick. Get a 5-cost Bonnie. Oh, we're thinking about it. Do we take the Basil? We take the Basil. At that point, I think I had 2 Basils in hand, so that's why I was like kind of iffy. And then we don't save up another Dawn because like it's rare that my opponent's gonna use leader ability next turn. You think Dofi would use leader ability next turn, but they usually don't. Skip the pack opening. So he swings 5 into the Bonnie. Taps 4, Jinbei, Weevil. Oh, Dofi, Weevil. Okay, yeah, no, Dofi is better because then he sets up for his next turn. So he can start, going real crazy. Puts him back at the top. He passes. It is my turn. 2 Dawn. Boom, Cavendish, freestand 2, and then I think I just swing 6 at him, pass. Am I on 5? Yeah, okay, I'm on 5 there. So Cavendish should he can't interact with that body. He's not gonna gravity blade 1 target. At that point, I have a whole bunch of cards in hand. Gonna leader ability, and then once again, I've been in the swing of taking hits. Played a Moria. I'm gonna tap his blocker. Moria grabbed him, something out of trash. I've been in the habit of taking hits on Bonnie. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. What was that, 7 or 8K? We just took again. Yeah, I for sure think tapping that blocker there was the best choice. Always set that 1 Dawn aside. It's kind of like playing RP Law, like Red Green Law. Back in the day, I used to set 2 Dawn aside because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna shambles this turn, so I got to play with 8 Dawn. Boom, 6 for Basil. Attach that 1 to Cavendish. Swing 7, restand 2. Yeah, we're controlling board here. Because they have a tendency to, they can go really wide. So we're just like, nah, let's just control board here. Keep my threats up. Force him to choose between using leader ability and like other things with his Dawn and using that gravity blade. Because since I'm on odd, he's on even. I think he's at, I was at 7, so he's at 8. So gravity blade is 7, so he can't gravity blade and leader ability me until for like 2 more turns or next turn. So here he did leader ability, Jinbei, off the top, Moria. Moria grabs that Dofi blocker? Either that or another Jinbei. I don't know what he grabbed. He goes 8, block 2k, keep the Basil alive. And he plays everyone's favorite card, Pudding. And genuinely, bro, you pudding me, I don't have a problem with it. I love that card. I think it's a godsend. I needed it, bro. Like I desperately needed Pudding. Like when I was learning the game and Whitebeard was around, bro, I hated going against Whitebeard. And you know, like Whitebeard's a skill check deck to some degree, so I'm like, obviously I was new to the game, so I sucked. But oh, he cheated. He saw that baby feather at the bottom of my deck. I'm kidding. Plus it drew me a whole fresh 5. Let's see what 5 I get in here. My body language changed. Look at that. I leaned back. I remember distinctly what my hand was. Showed it to the guys. Hold on. Let's run it back for those who aren't quick-witted. Let's run it back. After Pudding, I check my hand. Show it to the guys. It is 2 10-cost Dofis, 2 Hody Jones, and 1 8-cost Kid. I have 0 counter, 3 life. My man has 6 swings on board. If he knew, if he knew, I was cooked. But we'll see how this game goes, man. Such a good Pudding, bro. And then what, I had to take that, yeah. Why did I take, oh wait, because he swung 5k with Jinbei. I was like, why did I take that? Because I have no counter and he swung 5k with Jinbei. I think here we just play 8-cost Kid and kind of just like Bing chill. Because now if we play Kid here, he can't gravity blade my Kid, and then he won't have enough Dawn to like swing over it. So then I get more turns. I'm thinking out my turn carefully because it's like with those cards, I'm thinking, do I Hody or do I Kid here? And then I think I top decked like a Searcher or something, so it was ugh. I am on 9 Dawn here. Yeah, I went first. I'm on 9 Dawn. All right, boom. So play 8 Kid. We should put a Dawn underneath Cavendish and swing. Or not, yeah, Cavendish. I'm here doing the One Piece. I'm doing the One Piece thing though. I'm swinging to a Jinbei or Moria, whatever, it doesn't matter. Clear up the board a little bit. Untap. Definitely got to put 1 on Kid. Do we have a target? Yep. We do not search with her. We do not search. Swing 5, get a card out of hand, or we take the KO. And we pass turn, 1 active. Yeah, so I top decked the Searcher. Also, can we make an argument for swinging 7 with that Basil here? Maybe. But I think my opponent is too wide for me to swing with that Basil. Plus, I don't have counter and I can't protect it. So I don't think tapping my Basil there to like remove another body is the best thing. No Red Rock? Should my opponent snap Red Rock here? I think snapping Red Rock is insane. 3 on leader. Tap 1. 8. Law. Tap 1. For sure, for sure. What are we tapping? Didn't matter, Jinbei. 1K. Okay, we have a 1K for kid. Law, he returned him to hand just so that he can have the 2K. Because I have 4 cards in hand. Law won't do anything to me. Oh, and that ball was kind of spicy. Freezing my Cavendish so I can't regain Dawn next turn, plus tapping the bottom decking the baby 5. I was like, oof. So my hand should be 2 Dofis, 2 Hodies, and like 1 other card. And Dofi and Kid kind of have like negative synergy when you think about it, but like also not at the same time. Because like if you freeze their whole board and they can't swing, then it's not negative synergy. But like if they're keeping stuff active, it's very difficult. 9. I probably drew a blocker. Take a little sip of water. Pepsi. That's 7 lead. Ooh, double Basil. Let's go. Now, if he wants to spend his whole turn swinging bare 5s and 4s just to gravity blade those Basils, for sure, go ahead and do it, boss. 11K to Kid. We're gonna tap his leader, block with a Basil. 5, yeah, so he's just gonna Basil or a gravity blade. Yep. And now, since everything is tapped and we got them boys in hand, I think we know what's about to happen in the next few turns. Checking my trash. Why am I checking my trash? Draw for turn. One down left over. No, I don't hold it here. It's still 2 Hody, 2 2 Hody, 2 Dofi, 1 other card. Okay, we sped up a little bit. We didn't miss anything. I just swung 8 into his 5K with Kid, 5 into his 4K leader. It's gonna 2K, sure. Freeze, tap, tap, tap. Yep. He plays 10 Kaido. Draw some cards, and that, I'm not gonna lie, bro, that kind of just like gave me a sigh of relief because I got some breathing room. Also, disclaimer / like funny thing, my opponent forgot that 8-cost Kid needs a Dawn attached for you to have to swing into him. So from like this turn on, if I don't attach a Dawn to Kid and he's like stressing / like making difficulties removing the Kid, it's because he forgot. And that's another like tip, is just like always be mindful. Let me pause. Always be mindful of like the board state and what effects are active / inactive on the field, what can and cannot trigger on the field. So I think that's one of my biggest like weaknesses as a player personally, is that like in a high stakes situation, I tend to overthink and like not be present enough with like what it is I can do, what it is I should be doing, and what is happening. So just practicing mindfulness as a player, being very aware of, you know, the situation, I think is a very important skill as a card game player. Just being very aware of what can happen, you know. I think we're doing some banter here. We're like joking around. Check this trash for 2Ks. Oh, whoops. Oh wait, I think I did 5 at leader. I don't know what he did. You guys like the hand shuffling? You guys like the hand shuffling? 5. I don't know if it's Jinbei or leader. Waiting. He counters 2K with Mihawk. And then I think we do 8 to Jinbei. 8 to life. Oh yeah, we're trying to get him in the Hody range. Okay. Gatling. 8. 10. He needs one more. Because I'm going to life here. He needs 1K more. Okay, and he gave me another 2K. Another 10 cost Dofi. Freeze, freeze, freeze. Maybe Kid and Dofi have a lot of synergy after all. If your opponent is unaware that they don't have to swing into the Kid, maybe they have a lot of synergy after all. Red Rock? Yeah. So he Red Rocked the Kid instead of Dofi, the active Dofi, because once again, he thought he had to swing into the Kid. I think there, if you're mindful, you Red Rock the active Dofi, put the other 4 down underneath your Kaido, and then you swing 14K at my rested Dofi and just leave the Kid up. Yeah, and I just let the Dofi die. 5 at leader. Uh-oh. I just snapped the 5. 10 at leader. My opponent took another 10 cost Dofi. Bless up. Now he kind of, bro, his body language is like, he's like, brother, you had 3 Dofis. Are you kidding me? You gave them to me, bro. You gave me 2 of them with pudding, bro. I don't know what you want me to tell you. So I froze Dofi, Boa, Kaido. My opponent Red Rocks the active Dofi. Yep. Unfortunately, his Kaido is frozen. Yeah, he was like, oh, it doesn't matter which one you do. It doesn't matter. You remove the one you can't interact with. So the active one. It doesn't matter here because he doesn't have enough Dawn to swing into it. And me, I'm sitting back because like I have 2 Hodies in hand. So like I have to go for a kill next turn. Opponent taps 3. Plays Dofi. You see me under leaning back and forth, just like, because of me, I'm sitting here like, bro, at this point, I already crashed out. I'm like, bro, either I win or I lose. So it's like, it doesn't matter, you feel me? I'm chilling. My posture, my everything, I'm just like, I'm crashing out. I'm like, brother, either I win or I lose, you feel me? So I'm cooling. 7, Hody, take the life, tap, tap. And then here we just do math. He has like 5, 6 cards in hand. We kind of have to go for it anyway. So 7 at lead. This will get 3 cards. Or no, this will get 2 cards, a 2K and a 1K. Yep. He has 3 left. It has to be exactly 3 2Ks in both cases. Takes another life. He doesn't have the counter. Show me that hand. 2 Weevils and a Boa. Bless up. The show. And here we're arguing. I'm like, bro, you gave me the puddings. we crashing out. We're crashing out. We're crashing out. Bro, we're crashing out, bro. He's like, oh, 3 Dolphins. Three Dolphins. Yeah. Yeah, 3 Dolphins, brother. He's like, 3 Dolphins, you had 3 Dolphins. And I was doing this because he like came up to me. He was like, looks like I get the win. And I'm like, all right, brother, let's play it out. You feel me? Let's see it, bro. Let's play it out. And we indeed played it out. But my takeaways / notes from that game, definitely be mindful of your board state, your opponent's board state, what options are available to you, as well as don't lose like your mental clarity / edge over like your situation. One thing that I've learned / like from like reading and like seeing a lot is attitude is important. Like you want to make sure that you aren't getting tilted over what you can't control. You feel me? I can control like my hand size getting down so that I don't get puddinged, but I can't control the top 5 cards that pudding gives me. You know, I can't control the 5 cards I get after my mulligan. So instead of like sitting there and complaining about like what resources you don't have, you know, what you can't do, focus on what you can do. How can you set yourself up in a better position? Because I played that game and I put myself into a position where like I have Hody Jones in hand. If I get my opponent down to 1 life and a few cards in hand, especially if I keep one of those bodies on board, I have 3 swings and I only need 2 of them to connect. And I realized with Hody Jones in this deck as Bonnie, getting your opponent to that 1 life threshold is like very important. But otherwise, you kind of just gotta make sure that you play your game and you play to your deck strengths, you know? And I'm very happy with like the deck in general. Sometimes it doesn't feel good having a lot of bricks, but other times it kind of balances out, you know? So yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. Thank you so much. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let me know if you guys like this series, if you guys like the voiceover commentary and stuff like that, or if you just want to see like raw gameplay of my locals. I plan on doing more of this and like recording more local games and like, you know, really going over my mistakes and stuff like that. But if you just want me to keep it to myself and stop yapping, let me know. Anyway, have a good one, guys.